So about a week ago, I finally got around to reading Wicca by Harmony Nice. At least I think it was about a week ago. Kind of lost track of time getting ready for work to start back with the school year. But I actually kind of liked it. Disclaimer here, I am not Wiccan myself. I follow a non-Wiccan witchcraft path. So some of my opinions are just that, they're opinions. But she opens up the book kind of sharing her story. I did not realize how young she is. I've watched her YouTube channel for a while now, and for some reason I thought she was older than me. Guys, that's not the case. Also, I know at least a few people have to be cringing. I do write in my books. It's something I started doing in college. I'm probably going to continue doing it for quite a while. At the start of each major section, there are these cute illustrations. I will be hopefully including a link in the YouTube version of this video to the illustration designer. I was able to find it at the front of the book. So, what is Wicca? So, when I started reading this section, I was really hopeful for more talk about how most of what Wicca has become today is viewed as either eclectic Wicca or neo-Wicca by a lot of traditional Wiccans, especially those in Gardnerian, Alexandrian, or similar paths. I didn't really find a lot of that in the book. I was kind of surprised by just how short the history section really is, but history isn't usually why people buy this kind of book. So that's fair. There is a section over here about how do Wiccans embrace nature. It's really nice because it, does point out that sometimes all you have to do is go outside or open a window, enjoy nature for what you can. But it really seemed to lean heavily on the idea of going outdoors, of being able-bodied, of, being capable of interacting with nature in the way that for most of us has become commonplace. I have a lot of pagan friends who are homebound, who are chronically ill. I myself have become incredibly sun-sensitive in the last couple of years. I don't know. This type of section, as happy-making as it is in a way, because it points out that you don't have to buy things, you don't have to do some special something other than exist, it also feels very isolating. I don't really have a lot to say about the rest of the beginning section. There's a huge bit on Wiccan ethics. I will note this book does say Wicca, so I don't mind it harping on the threefold law a bit. In general, witchcraft books, if I continue doing this book review thing, I will probably harp on it a lot. That said, all of my comments in this section were just me going on about how I don't personally adhere to the common understanding of the threefold law. She did include a full form Wiccan read section, so I got to annotate that and have a lot of fun. This video is going to be long enough without me going over that. I do enjoy in several sections she does the some but not all thing when referring to how Wiccans practice. This is very important as Wiccans as a whole don't necessarily agree with each other about everything nowadays. It's just like in Christianity, how you have, you know, Baptists and Catholics and Presbyterians and 9 million other sects. It's just a thing. There is a huge section on creating your own Book of Shadows. I love that so much. Also, just so many cute illustrations. Again, I'm really going to try to remember to include the link to the illustrations provider. I just love them so much. I should probably also include a link to Harmony's channel. She's pretty awesome, actually. There's a lot of meditations provided that I really enjoyed. I didn't annotate a lot near the back because we got into an area where it was, you know, the basic Wiccan holidays or, you know, the basic correspondences, and I've read a lot of Wicca 101 and Magic 101 books. The information in here is good, it is standard, it is useful. It's also available in those other Wicca 101 books, though. Near the back, there's a section on altars. I think that anyone who wants to keep an altar will really enjoy reading this section, especially if you are in the broom closet, so to speak, because she does include a whole section over on the idea of temporary altars. And I think that's all the major things I actually wanted to comment on. At some point, I will totally get to where I pre-plan these videos instead of doing them spur of the moment, and hopefully they will become much better.